Hey there, Prairie Plant Girl here. So I'm out here in the potatoes today, and I want to get these pots of potatoes, these little ones behind me, harvested. These are Jemison potatoes. I planted them in my greenhouse in April, and they flowered over a month ago, and they're still looking great, but these should have been ready to harvest over a month ago. So I want to just dump them out and see what's happening with them. This is the first time I've ever grown Jemison potatoes. I do have more in the ground that were planted later that I can have a look at later on if these don't turn out the way I want. But I'm thinking there must be some potatoes in there. And with these small pots, it's kind of hard to dig around and just like steal potatoes out of them. So I'm going to take them over. I have a spot set up with my wagon and that, so I can dump them out and sift through them and see what's in there. And I thought we'd do that together. So I'm going to haul these 3 small pots of potatoes over by my shed and set you up over there, and we'll get started to see what's in these pots of potatoes. Okay, so I have them all over here. There's 3 pots of Jemison potatoes. I think it was, what would it be, 8 potatoes planted all together, but I haven't written on the sides of the pots, so I'll let you know as I dump the pots out how many I started with in each pot. And it's April 10th that these are planted inside my greenhouse because it's Saskatchewan, Canada. It was still cool, even if it was in my greenhouse, it's not heated. I just kept the deep freeze off of them is basically all I did in the greenhouse at that point. So let's have a look and see what's in here. Okay, I'm just going to cut the tops off of the potatoes. So this pot said I started with 3 seed potatoes. And like I said, this is my first time growing Jemison, but they're supposed to be a short season, if I remember correctly, white skin, white flesh potato. And I think they're supposed to be a good salad potato, but I can't remember for sure. So I'm just gonna try and lift what I can here. Oh, there's some nice little potatoes on here. There's the seed potato. It's pretty much used up, not completely. Okay. Oh, one more. So I just have my compost sieve on here just to make it easier to catch the potatoes that do come off. But that was just pulling up the first plant. I got some nice little, what would I call, new or baby potatoes. Here's the next plant. I'll dump the whole pot out after, but just kind of pulling the mass of the plant out first. We get the majority of the potatoes off. This seed potato looks like it's barely been used up. Still like almost firm, like I almost feel like I could maybe replant that and get it going again. Hardly anything's happened with that. Okay. One more. I do find when you grow potatoes in pots, they tend to be on the smaller side. You might still get lots of potatoes, but they're smaller, but these seem extra small. Okay, so let's just dump the whole pot out now. Actually, a few just sitting on the top here. There's lots of potatoes in here. Okay. Definitely good producers of potatoes. Look at these, the beautiful new potatoes. So I suspect most of this is just going to be roots now. The soil. So I didn't water these for a few days, and it's pretty hot out. And I was knowing that I wanted to do this, so I didn't want to be dealing with a big muddy mess. So I just let them dry out so that I could easily break up the soil and have a look at what's in here. Yeah, there's no more potatoes in the bottom here. Oh, wait, I spoke too soon. So that was the first bucket, 3 seed potatoes. And there's, what is there? It's about 50 potatoes in here. And they're small potatoes, but like I said, when you grow them in those little pots like that, I find they don't get real sizable, especially when you have that many growing in one spot. But that's nice little new potatoes that are going to be delicious to either roast up or make into a salad. And we have 2 more pots. So this one says 3 potatoes as well on it. So I'm just gonna, again, cut the tops off. I'm just gonna pull up the plants. Let's see what we have here. Well, I can already see there's a lot of potatoes down in that pot still, but what's on these roots? Lots of these little guys, and I know some of your climates you need to make sure you get all these little tiny bits off or they'll regrow throughout your yard, but that won't happen here. In Saskatchewan, these will freeze over the winter, anything that's left out, and no potatoes will grow back in the spring that are left out over the winter here. quite a few just off the plants, and like I said, I could tell there's lots in that bucket. So let me get these out of the way. And we'll get the rest out here. Here's another bunch of roots that came out, and there's a seed potato in there, so get rid of that icky thing. Four more just laying in the bucket. That's probably the largest one I've pulled out yet. Let's give it a looks like probably all the potatoes that are in there. You let me know if you see one in there. Oh, I do. Oh, that wasn't the plan. Come back here. Ugh. A couple more. I thought I saw more in here, so we'll see. It's not usually a lot right in the bottom there. Just where the roots want to grow. Here's another one. Okay, there's one pot left here. Again, I'll take the leaves off. I just cutting them. And this looks like it has 2 in it. Yep, 2 it says. So let's see what we get out of it. One. 2. Oh, and there's some big potatoes down in the pot right sitting there. This guy. So this pot was about half the height of the other 2, but it had some of the bigger potatoes in it. There's the seed potato. Again, not completely used up, though this one's, I wouldn't try and replant that. It's mushy in the middle a little bit. It's that seed potato. And that seed potato's used up. Okay, let's see what's in here. It's a nice big size potato. These look like very nice potatoes, and they're not like I haven't seen any that look scabby or diseased in any way. They're very nice potatoes. A couple down here. Who knows what that's the chrysalis of? I don't know. Is it a friend or a foe? Well, oh, it's heavy. That's a pretty nice haul of potatoes. So like I said, I'd guessed it was about 8 seed potatoes, and it was when I added up what was written on the pots. So that's a pretty nice stash of potatoes there out of just some small pots that, you know, you could grow something like that on your balcony or just in the corner of your yard if you just had a very small space and still get some nice potatoes for fresh eating. So I'm excited to see when it comes time to harvest the gemstones that I put in the garden. I'll be interested to see how they turn out because these are absolutely beautiful. But yeah, we're going to have some good eating for a couple weeks now. So thanks for coming along, seeing my potato harvest with me, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.